Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to episode 214 of the FAB and Fearless Business Booster Shot Show. My name is Yinka. I'm a business strategist, a coach, a speaker, and an author. And I support women to create wealth in and through their businesses by helping them to focus on what matters most for the business, which is cash flow and strategy, and what matters most for the business owner, which is mindset and habits. It's my pleasure and privilege to welcome you to this 214th episode of the show, where each week at 1:30 p.m. UK time on a Wednesday, I come to you with a short, sharp shot to boost both you and your business with one powerful truth and one actionable tip to help you create a journey and a business that leaves you feeling both rich and rested. So if you can see and hear me over on my LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube socials, come into the chat. Let's say hello and get this party started. Jackie Raymond, thank you so much for joining me over on Facebook. Thank you for letting me know that we are indeed live over on the Book of Faces. I'm excited to see it and really looking forward to share more on this topic today. We are making a stand for the and. Jackie, thank you so much also for letting me know that we're live over on YouTube. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited by the tech today. Last week it was so appalling. It was such poor quality and really difficult to hear, and it was so frustrating and no one could hear a word that I was saying, but I've just seen my own face over on LinkedIn. So I now know that we are live in all three spaces and we are ready to go. So Jackie, thank you so much for joining. I can see you are in the chat. I can see other ladies watching live too, or gents indeed. So folks, let me know, come into the chat, come and say hello and let me know on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you doing today? 1 being, whoo, Yinka, things could not be any worse. And 10 being, yes, Yinka, things could not be any better. How are you doing today on a scale of 1 to 10? And also, while you are conjuring that particular number in your mind and coming into the chat to share that with me, feel free to do these two things. Number one, please hit reshare wherever you are seeing this broadcast. That lets the algorithms know that this is a fun place to be and begins to serve this video and this live talking head to other people on the platform. Hello, Nora Kelly. Thank you so much for joining me over on LinkedIn. I'm so excited to have you come through. And then number two, which is please tag a friend, an incredible woman in business who you know is deserving and worthy of amazing things for the fabulosity that she is putting out in the world. Please tag her into this video. If she's live on the platform while we are here, she can get to join us live. And if she's not, then feel free to tag her anyway, and she can join Team Replay. I do say tag the ladies, but obviously this is open source. So guys, you are absolutely welcome to. You are in no way excluded from this particular live stream. And it's important to note that because this particular message today is one that has applications across the board. And I am excited to see it. So Nora, thank you so much for sharing that you are a 6 today. We send you love, good vibes, and it is absolutely my intention to ensure that before you leave today, you are at a higher number than you were before. Than the number that you are when you came in. Jackie's a 9 today. Great weekend celebrating a wedding anniversary. Shout out to Jackie and her fabulous Mr. R. Oh, I'm so excited to hear that for you guys. Hugs to my brother, Jackie. Congratulations to you. Yay to you guys and your wedding anniversary. It's a big one, isn't it? Oh, is next year the big one? You do not have to share this information in the comments. You can slide into my DMs, but I think we're getting close to the big one now. I think it's so good to see love being celebrated. In a different time, in a different space, I'll talk so much about the power of love and cash flow, but we'll come back to that. Hey, Nick. Welcome. It is so good to have you here, awesome lady. So today we are making a stand for the and. And in the text that accompanied this video, I talked about the fact that and, that three-letter word, A-N-D, as we say it in English, in French, it is e, which is E-T. In Spanish, it's even shorter, it's E, which is just a straight up Y. It is one of the most powerful words in its language and is one of the most powerful words in the English language. Let me know. 34. I'm so sorry. I'm being distracted. 34 glorious years. Praise God. We love that for you, Jackie. Congratulations to you. And Alpha, yes. Alpha, yes. We love that for you guys. Celebrating you guys. Claps for Jackie on her beautiful wedding anniversary. And that is going to fit in perfectly to part of what I want to share today. And it's such a small word. It's only three letters. It's one of the most commonly used words in the English language. And it's actually one that has far more power than we realize. Coming to the chat, drop me a note. Why do you think that I say that and is so powerful? Let me know in the chat your thoughts on the word and. Let me know in the chat if you've ever really thought in any great detail about the word and. It's such a short word, it's really easy to overlook it. Obviously, it is a conjunction for those of us who had to learn the parts of speech. It is a conjunction. It is a word that joins sentences together. And so it is, but it is one of the most powerful words. And in English, e in Spanish, e in French. There will be ands in all languages, and it is one of the most potent and powerful words. But can you tell me why? Let me know in the chat your thoughts. Have you ever thought in any great detail about the word and? And and I mean, even the energy of the word and for me is incredibly exciting. But I'm going to be calm so I can explain it all, what are my thoughts at least to you. But I'd love to know your thoughts. Have you ever really thought in any great detail about this word? Because I'm almost certain that we use it every single day and don't really think too much about it. And as a result of that, we are missing some of the incredible value that it has to offer. One of the powers of the word and is that it anchors in abundance. That's one of the things that I love about the word and. You will know if you are anywhere around me. You hear me talking about rich and rested all the time. And part of the reason why I chose rich and rested as a phrase and as the framework and as the underpinning of my work was because I kept hearing people feel like they needed to choose between. I can have rich or I can have rested. And I'm like, no, it's not rich or rested. It's rich and rested. And this is the thing, we live in a world that really wants to make us choose between the different areas that we are often focused on. So we're told that you can have your health or you can have your wealth, you can be rich or you can be rested, you can have your family or you can have success. And that's the thing. Those are choices that are presented before you are what I call false choices. You don't have to choose between them. You do not have to choose between them. You do not have to compromise, especially if you're someone like me, who when they see things and people are like, well, do you want this one or that one? And I'm like, I want both. This is 100% the reason. I'm not even going to lie to you. This is the reason why I had to get to grips with the word and, because I was never somebody, I don't like choosing between things. I like both. I like both. And for a long time, I was made to feel guilty about wanting both. People were like, why are you so extra? Why do you feel entitled to have both? Why should you even be thinking about both? You should choose between them. And I very early on came to the conclusion that we're only choosing between them because of insufficiency of resources. But if I had enough resources and I wanted both, then I should be able to have both. And heralds abundancy and helps you to understand that there is more, there is abundance, it's an overflow. Oh my gosh, I'm getting chills. Let me know in the chat if you can feel that energy too. how easy it is in the world that we live in to not be in and thinking, to constantly thinking in either or frames. And one of the things that I really want to present to you in this moment is how doing the either or dance is made to seem so sensible and rational. But you and I both know how I feel about those rational lies, so we're gonna we're gonna deal with that exactly as is. The fact is that we are told rational lies about what is available to us all of the time. And we don't have to adhere to them. We don't have to believe them. We don't have to get involved with them. We absolutely have the opportunity to make decisions that we want to anchor in and is for us. I don't want to choose between having a successful business and having and loving and spending time with my family. I get to have both. I get and. But the thing is that if you are going to make a stand for the and, that is going to be counterculture to most of what you're hearing. Most of the people around you are having to choose, and they will feel like you have to choose as well. So I want you to know that for those of us making a stand for the and, this is not an easy stand to make. We make it anyway, but I would be remiss of me to make it seem like this is all just fun and we get all the things we want. And yet, no. The world is very triggered by people who make a stand for the and. They get labeled as greedy, as extra, as fantasists, as delulu. And as my good friend Tamu once said to me, I think she said it to me about 2 weeks ago, sometimes delulu is the salulu. It's okay to want what others don't feel that you should have. It's okay to want what others feel triggered that you actually want. It's okay. It's all okay. You get to have the and that you want. So we make a stand for the and, knowing that it is going to have to be a stand. We're going to have to uphold that boundary. And where are we going to have to uphold that boundary? In all spaces. That means we have to uphold our mental boundary. We need to constantly check in on where we are making choices between. Instead of thinking in abundance, we're going to have to hold that verbal boundary. Whew. Ladies, can we talk about this verbal boundary? We have to learn to be the people that speak life into and over ourselves, our businesses, our choices. Let's stop saying what we don't want. Let's stop anchoring in what is undesirable. Let's focus in on how we use our tongues, how we use our mouth, how we use our speech to create what we want instead of what we don't want. So we need to uphold that mental boundary. We need to uphold that verbal boundary. We need to uphold that action boundary. Because many times people are going to tell you, oh, you can't possibly have all the things that you want. And yeah, it's going to take a little bit of planning. It's going to take a little bit of organizing. But if it feels aligned, and for me it always does, then it's worth taking the time to create the arrangements required to have the and that you want. The world isn't going to make and easy for you because the world wants you to choose between. It wants your either or focus. So if you're not going to make that available, you're going to have to get some of that done yourself. This is the reason why being in communities where and is celebrated and supported and scaffolded is so important. Do everything you can to keep yourself in and affirming spaces. Because most of the world is not an and affirming space. It is an either or environment. Let me know in the chat if you are picking up what I'm putting down. So we stand for the abundance of the and. You know what else and gives you? And means it's not over. And means there's more to come. And means this, whatever is going on, this is not a full stop. This is a comma. and create the possibility for a greater later, for a brighter future, and has that incredible power. When you can tell an entire story, have all of the peril and the journey and wherever you get to, if you say the word and, then there's more to come. Can you see that there is expectation and opportunity from that one tiny word? And is so powerful when it comes to your cash flow. It helps you to find more people. It helps you to find the more of the right people. It helps you to serve them more effectively. It helps in so many incredible ways. And is such an incredible vibe when we're able to really see and use it effectively. But we've got to hold those boundaries: mental, verbal, action. See, the thing is, we are not born with either or thinking. And we know this because babies cry whenever they want, whatever they want. They don't care of time of day. They don't care about inconvenience to you. Babies want what they want. So babies are born programmed with but society deprograms that from us as humans. Now, I am not suggesting for a second that you need to be like a baby. If anything, you need to be more like a grown up. We will come back to that. But what I do want you to do is I want you to anchor in the permission required for you to stand in your and to own the fact that you want what you want because you want it. These are some of the more practical things, and I will give you a practical tip in just a moment. But the fact is that this and word is such a small but mighty opportunity for change. Because energy flows where attention goes. If you put your attention to creating ands in your life, and abundance, more, overflow, opportunity, greater later. Energy will flow where your attention goes. And that will create, my apologies, that is our one powerful truth. The energy flows where attention goes. So ask yourself, one practical tip, actionable tip for you today. Ask yourself, where on the basis of your results have you been thinking either or? Have you been telling yourself, oh, I can't spend time with my friends or family because I need to spend time in my business? Yesterday, I had the most fun co-working session with my sons. We all sat here on our laptops, laughing and joking. And I was working and they were doing some schoolwork and prep and stuff like that. And I really sat in that moment and thought how powerful it was. What an and moment. It was a family plus business moment. And I felt, I really took a mental photograph and I was so grateful for it. I have also had scenarios where I've had opportunities to co-work with friends. So rather than, oh my gosh, I can't see my friends because I've got stuff to do with the business, we get together, we bring our laptops, we work together, we eat, we spend time, we spend quality time, and we get quality work done. I've taken the opportunity to, supercharge the stuff that I'm doing on my exercise and, again, socialization. Oh, I can't get exercise done. I need to see my friends. Great. You know what we're doing? We are doing a hike. I went hiking with a couple of friends a few days ago. It was vibes. That is an and situation. So, where in your world can you see and find more and situations? Let me know in the chat if this is landing for you. Let me know in the chat if this is timely for you, because it is very easy. The either or thought process is very insidious. And not only is it insidious, but we are celebrated for thinking either or because it seems rational and logical and cynical. And we know that the smart people are rational and logical and cynical. Not. True smarts comes not only from rational and logical, and I don't know about cynicism, but what it does also come for is intuition, instinct, emotional intelligence, trusting and having discernment, trusting your knowledge, your insights, and also knowing when to get information and insights from others. So there is a new smarts that we get to celebrate and honor. And that is what it's going to be required for you to stand in this and is not going to be an easy choice. Much of the world is highly triggered by the idea of and, particularly for people who don't look like the standard. But and is indicative of abundance, is indicative of more, is indicative of opportunity. And all three of those, abundance, more, opportunity, they are your birthright. I say it all the time. I will say it again. Rich you is the real you, and rested you is vibes. We want more rested you. We want more rich you. And so, as abundance is your birthright, let's get back into the habit and opportunity that and has to give us. Let's stop constantly defaulting to choosing between things and recognize just how much power we have when we make a stand for the and make decisions that we're having the things that we want rather than only the things that we tell ourselves we can access. Right. Ladies and gents, two things. Let me know if that has landed for you. Let me know if you have any questions, if that's been a helpful thing for you to think about this fabulous and warm, at least for me, Wednesday afternoon. That's everything I wanted to share with you today. I just want to give you a heads up for those of you who are in and around the London area. I have the most fun opportunity tomorrow. I am joining the Core Leaders series, and I am leading a session called Mastering Your Money from Your Core. In a restaurant. So we are having fabulous food and fabulous insights and I'm so excited to share more. We meet tomorrow. Dinner is tomorrow evening at 6:30 p.m. I am going to if anybody wants to find out details and come along, I would love to have you in the audience. I do believe there are the final few seats available. The restaurant, I can't remember the name, and to be honest, I shouldn't announce it before you have made your payments. But it's not too far from Oxford Circus. That's what I know for sure. And it is going to be such a beautiful opportunity to have great food, great conversation, great company, and can you see the and in this event? I'm so excited to be able to support this incredible venture and to really support the men and women who are really inspired to master money from their core. I'm excited to lead the conversation on this tomorrow. So if you want more information, please drop the word core in the comments of any of the videos that you're watching right now or in my DMs, and I will get you that link. I do believe, just off the top of my head, I think it's £75 for you to come and join, which I'm really excited to lead on tomorrow. And yeah, would love to have you in the room if you are available. So if you want more information, please drop the word core in my comments or DMs and I'll send that over to you. And yeah, if you are able to join, I will see you tomorrow. But in the meantime, ladies and gents, please anchor in this and have a look at all the places that you have squashed and you've turned it into choices at either or. How is that making you feel? How is that serving you? We do not want to anchor and promote scarcity. Yes, I will have a different conversation because frugality is also something that I think needs very careful administration. It is not what we think it is. But in the meantime, ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining me live. Nora, Jackie, it's been so good to see your comments in the chat. I can see many more people also watching but not commenting, and I appreciate you being here with me. I am so grateful, Nick, to have you here too. And I am really looking forward to seeing you all in the spaces. Drop me the word core if you want to join us tomorrow evening. And I am so excited to see how you continue to anchor and make that stand for the and in your business, in your bank account, and in your life. So take care, have a beautiful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you in the spaces. Take care, have a good one. Bye bye.